Okay, let's unpack this. Based on the sources you've shared with us, it's pretty clear the world of AI is moving at warp speed. It's touching everything, isn't it? How we get our news, the movies we watch, even just how we interact online. Today, we're taking a deep dive into some of the most compelling AI news updates that are really reshaping your digital landscape.
Yeah, and what truly stands out in these stories, I think, is that they're not just about the tech itself, They show these crucial shifts in industry power, they're changing creative processes, and even like our whole perception of what's real or authentic online. So our mission today is really to cut through the noise, give you those aha moments, and arm you with insights from the latest headlines, new tools, and some quick tips, all sourced from anews.com and TechCrunch.
Exactly. So whether you're prepping for a meeting, maybe just trying to catch up on the field, or you're just, super curious, get ready for a deep dive that should leave you well informed and hopefully ready to tackle what's next with AI. All right, we're going to kick things off with a real bombshell, actually. An admission from Google that has everyone talking. For months, Google's been saying publicly that the open web is thriving, lots of diverse content, all that. Yet, in the recent court filing for that DOJ antitrust case, they openly admitted that the open web is already in rapid decline. I mean, when I first read that, my jaw kind of hit the floor. Seems like a pretty major contradiction, doesn't it?
Oh, absolutely. It's a stark contradiction. And to give you some context, the Department of Justice is targeting Google's dominance in ad tech, right? They're even proposing breaking up their ad operations. Google, though, is pushing back, saying, hey, if you do that, it'll only speed up this decline we're talking about.
Yeah.
They argue it would hurt all the publishers who really rely on that open web display ad money. Their filing actually said, the last thing a court should do is intervene to reshape an industry that is already in the midst of being reshaped by market forces.
Okay, market forces. So they're pointing fingers there. What exactly are these shifts Google is highlighting? Are they just trying to deflect, or is there something real happening here?
Well, it's probably a bit of both, honestly. Google specifically mentioned three big ones: the huge growth of AI and ad tech itself, the rise of connected TV advertising, ads on your smart TV, and the expansion of retail media platforms like ads on Amazon or Walmart sites. These are definitely real trends. But, and this is the crucial part, Google's own changes, like to their search algorithm and their AI chatbots that answer questions directly, well, those things keep users on Google instead of sending them out to other websites.
Ah, right. So that inevitably funnels traffic and ad money away from those open web publishers they say they're worried about.
Exactly. So while they point to these external forces, their own tools and strategies are, well, they're a big part of the reshaping they're describing.
That's a critical distinction. It almost sounds like they're admitting to a problem they're also helping to create.
Precisely. And lots of digital publishers are already feeling it, reporting big drops in traffic. Some of that is the algorithm changes, yeah, but increasingly it's those AI chatbots answering things directly. Now, a Google spokesperson, Jackie Bertay, did try to clarify. She said the quote was cherry-picked and only referred to open web display advertising, not the whole web. But look, for anyone creating content online and trying to make a living from ads, this Google admission isn't just about ad revenue. It feels like a forecast for the future. The web seems to be consolidating, and independent creators, well, you face a tough choice. Adapt to the big platforms or risk becoming invisible as AI becomes this new gatekeeper.
That's a really powerful way to put it. Okay, so while Google's dealing with these huge strategic shifts, they're also working on the other end, empowering individual creators with new AI tools. Let's pivot now to their creative AI site specifically, making high-quality AI video way more accessible with their VO models. They've cut the pricing pretty significantly for the VO3 video generation models.
Yeah, this is a big deal, especially for developers wanting to scale up. The price drop for VO3 is pretty impressive, down from, what was it, $75 to $0.40 per second. And VO3 Fast, their cheapest option, is now just $0.15 a second. It used to be $0.40. So these lower costs, they definitely make VO a much more affordable tool if you're building apps with AI video. It really lowers that barrier to entry.
Wow, 15 cents a second for the fast one.
Yeah.
That's a massive drop. Almost makes me want to try generating that magical ink drop thing you mentioned. Though, knowing me, I'd probably just get a video of my cat.
Yeah.
But seriously, it's not just the price cut, is it? What else are they adding?
You're right. It's more than just cost. Both VO3 and VO3 Fast now support 9.16 vertical video, which is, perfect for TikTok, Instagram Reels, all that mobile stuff. Plus, they've added 1080p HD resolution, so you get much sharper, higher quality visuals. It means you can generate stuff that looks professional, ready for pretty much any modern screen.
That's a great combo. Affordable and useful. I can
Yeah.
definitely see that being huge for short-form video creators.
And for the serious developers out there, both models are now considered stable for production use through the Gemini API. They also come with Synthesized watermarking on all the videos. Synthesized, just quickly, is this unique digital watermark, supposedly unremovable, that shows the content was AI made, helps with authenticity. So yeah, this move really opens up AI video generation, makes Gemini a stronger player in combining video, audio, images, all that multimodal stuff for you.
That's fascinating, and it leads us perfectly into our next story. We're going from short AI clips to full-length feature films. OpenAI is making a really bold move into Hollywood. They're picking an animated movie called Critterz, and they're aiming for a debut at the Cannes Film Festival in May 2026. This sounds like a huge experiment.
Oh, the ambition here is definitely the standout part. They're talking a budget under $30 million and a 9-month production timeline. I mean, just compare that. Typical Hollywood animated films, they take around 3 years, cost maybe $150 to $200 million. This project's being produced by Vertigo Films and Native Foreign, and it builds on a short satire they did in 2023 about some woodland creatures. It's a real shakeup to the old model.
9 months and under $30 million. That's almost unbelievable for animation.
Yeah.
How are they planning to pull that off? You mentioned blending traditional and AI workflows.
Yeah.
Are humans still involved?
Oh yeah, human artists are absolutely central. It's a hybrid approach. Humans do the initial sketches, the concepts, they direct the creative vision. Then OpenAI's models like GPT-5 and their image generators produce frames, storyboards, animation sequences based on those human inputs. But here's a really interesting bit, especially for the industry. Human actors will provide all the character voices.
Okay. That's a crucial detail. I'm guessing that's both for creative reasons and, well, legal ones, especially with all the talk about AI replacing actors.
Precisely. It's artistic you want, that real emotion human actors bring. And it's legal. Right now, AI-only stuff generally can't be copyrighted, so adding human voices, hand-drawn elements, that strengthens their copyright claim. Plus, yeah, it directly addresses those big concerns in Hollywood about AI taking jobs. Remember the strikes in 2023. Supporters are framing Critterz as potentially a Toy Story moment for AI filmmaking, proving AI can help artists, not just replace them. You know, this could genuinely pave the way for a revolution in indie film, letting smaller teams tell bigger stories.
Okay, from AI potentially changing Hollywood, let's shift to something more personal. AI, health tech, and privacy. Specifically, the recent fuss around the Aura smart ring. Their CEO, Tom Hale, had to do some damage control after this viral backlash about them supposedly sharing data with the Department of Defense and Palantir. This hits on a big worry many of you probably have about your personal data.
Yeah, Hale was pretty forceful about it. He flat out denied they share user data with the government. He explained their DoD program runs in a totally separate, secure system. The government can't just access regular users' health data from their rings. And the Palantir connection, he called labeling it a partnership a bit of a strong sell.
Yeah.
Said it's actually just a small software contract for a specific DoD security certification, something called AImpact Level 5. It's about security standards, not data sharing. He really emphasized if systems aren't connected, nobody in the government or at Palantir sees your personal or data.
Okay, that sounds like a critical distinction. It sounds like maybe the backlash came from misunderstanding those technical contracts.
It seems like it did. And Aura's situation here is really a lesson for any company handling sensitive data, right? In this age of privacy worries, you need clear, proactive communication. You can't just deny things after they blow up online. Building trust means being upfront about privacy before there's a crisis. It's a tricky balance. I mean, remember when fitness trackers first came out, people were just excited about steps. Now, if your wearable doesn't have a rock-solid privacy policy, people are immediately suspicious. The bar is much higher.
That's a really good point about how expectations have shifted.
Yeah.
Hale also doubled down, saying, for the record, we will never share your data unless you direct us to. We will never sell your data. And pointed out their terms oppose using data for surveillance. So beyond the privacy stuff, what's Aura's vision moving forward?
What really stands out is their push towards being a preventionist health device, giving you insights before problems develop. They're hinting at this idea of a cloud of wearables, maybe different devices tracking different things like metabolism or blood pressure, all feeding into one picture. Hale also mentioned Aura's growing fast, like over 100%, especially as smart rings are getting more popular. They even see potential in partnering with programs like Medicare Advantage to get rings to patients, really pushing that preventative health angle.
Okay, now let's tackle something I think a lot of us have sensed online lately. Social media just feeling increasingly fake. Sam Altman, OpenAI's CEO, actually talked about this recently. He had this sort of epiphany realizing bots are making it almost impossible to tell if posts are genuinely human. What did he notice?
Yeah, The interesting part is how he came to it through self-analysis. He was reading posts on Reddit praising OpenAI Codex, his own company's product, and he admitted his first thought was, this is all fake, even though he knew Codex was actually popular and growing. He listed a few things making it feel fake. Real people starting to talk like LLMs, that slightly formal, generic style,
Ah,
the extremely online crowd hyping things up or down constantly, that it's so backcycle. Platforms optimizing for engagement above all else, and even competitors may be astroturfing, creating fake grassroots buzz against OpenAI. It really points to this deeper problem of trust online.
it's hard to disagree, especially with the stats. And Purpose said over half of all internet traffic in 2024 wasn't human, mostly thanks to LLMs. And X's own bot, Grok, thinks there are hundreds of millions of bots just on X. Altman put it well. Twitter, AI, Reddit feels very fake in a way it really didn't a year or two ago. So the big question is, what does this mean for how you interact online? And what responsibility do companies like OpenAI have in this world where telling human from machine gets harder every day? All right, let's shift gears a bit. Let's talk practical tools and applications that could actually help you in your work or daily life. We're always looking for cool AI solutions. So first, a quick rundown of some tools we spotted. Just remember, we're sharing these for you to check out, not giving them a formal endorsement.
Okay, first up, there's MovieFlow. This one's built by folks with experience at Lucasfilm and ILM. It's designed to help you turn ideas into cinematic-looking videos using an intuitive workflow. Pretty cool to see Hollywood vets building AI tools for creators. Then there's Solid. This AI promises to build actual, full, production-ready web apps, not just prototypes. That really shows how AI is moving beyond text and images to building real software.
Wow, idea to full web app without code. That could really open up development to more people. What else caught your eye?
Well, if you hate scheduling endless email back and forth, there's Trace. It's a super fast AI calendar aiming for stress-free planning. Just a neat example of AI tackling those annoying time-sucking tasks. And finally, Mobster. This is a platform for creating intelligent reports using AI, deep analysis, and interactive charts for business intelligence. Mobster really highlights how AI is becoming crucial for digging deeper into data and making complex BI more accessible.
Those are some great practical examples. Now, how about a quick tip? Something that could genuinely save you hours. Imagine automatically creating Gmail drafts right from data in a Google Sheet. This sounds like a lifesaver for repetitive email tasks.
It really is, and it's surprisingly easy to set up using Zapier.com. Basically, you go to Zapier, click Create a Zap. Your trigger is Google Sheets, specifically the new spreadsheet row event. You connect your Google account, pick the spreadsheet you want to use, make sure you hit refresh and find new records so it sees your latest data. Then for the action step, you choose Gmail and select Create Draft. And that Create Draft part is key. It makes the draft but doesn't automatically send it, so you always get a chance to look it over first.
Ah, okay, that makes sense. That create draft gives you that final check, that human review. I like having that control.
Exactly. Then you just set up the draft. You map the to field to the column in your sheet with the email addresses, add your subject line. You can even use HTML for the body if you want links or formatting. To test it, just add a new row to your spreadsheet, click Run in Zapier, and boom, drafts should pop up in your Gmail. Then you just save and name your Zap. Honestly, a pro tip here. Sometimes the simplest automations save the most time, and this one, huge time saver if you send similar emails often. No more copy pasting.
Phew. Okay, what a deep dive we've had. From Google's very frank admission about the open web's decline, to OpenAI's big swing at Hollywood with Critterz, and that ever-present feeling of fakeness on social media thanks to bots, it's just so clear AI isn't just another tool. It's this massive force reshaping whole industries and really our everyday digital lives.
Absolutely, and like we saw with the Aura situation and Sam Altman's comments, being critical about how our data gets used, how content is made, and how information is presented online, it's more important than ever. But then you also have these practical tools and tips we talked about showing how AI can empower you, make things more efficient, open up creative doors.
So what does all this mean for you as someone trying to navigate this incredibly fast-moving, powerful digital world? As AI keeps evolving, fundamentally changing how you get information, how art is made, how you interact online, it leaves us with a big question to think about. How do we as users, as creators, balance the amazing power and convenience of AI with that critical need for discernment, for trust, and for accountability in this new digital era? Definitely something to mull over until our next deep dive.